Rachel Hollis. Love her. Do you have your ticket to Summit?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm good now. Okay. Whew. My name is Kristen Caldwell, as y'all said. I am very proud to be a born and raised Texan. I currently live in Austin with my amazing, very handsome husband, Mark. W for the win when I sat next to him at the bar. Don't let anybody tell you you can't meet your husband at a bar. And we have two precious girls. Casey is 12 and Claire. I have a slight obsession with football. Like, I think it should be on every night of the week. Oh, and being from Texas, I hear that the barbecue is amazing up here, so I'm super excited. You're taking me tonight, right? Okay. This is such an honor to be up here sharing a piece of my story. And I say a piece because every day I have the opportunity to keep writing it. Oh, in fact, I can hear Jeff Hill right now asking that question. All right, Kristen, who were you before Beachbody? Oh, I'm shaking. I have what they call that helium hand. It is, you know, if anyone needs anything, my arm was always the first to go up. I can do that. I got it. And I say have loosely because I'm trying to consider myself in recovery from this syndrome. Anybody else out here have the same thing? Okay. Let's just say I was a very overextended mom of babies. 2 baby girls. My girls are 20 months apart. Yikes. What was I thinking? Apparently I wasn't. Or I was thinking with a different part. At the time, I was very successful moving up the ladder. And I say successful sales coordinator for Jason's Deli. Ruth, we have a mutual friend. Is she in here? Yes. So it's another story, but Tara, I used to work for Tara. Yes. I was I tell you successful because I didn't know how to turn it off. I was always working. My family suffered, I suffered, and I'm just exhausted thinking about it. Until one day, I was forced to slow down. In fact, my life came to a oh crap moment. July 2013, I was diagnosed with stage 3 very aggressive breast cancer. Oh, what? I had just turned 38, you know, and I was told for 6 weeks that it was an infection, not cancer. You're fine. I went to 3 different doctors, and I was on antibiotics and all that stuff, and I will never forget the moment when the doctor called, and the first thing they asked was, "Where are you?" Never good. "And are you driving?" But what I didn't realize what one does not realize is that you are not just diagnosed with cancer. Your family's diagnosed with cancer and your friends. You know, Casey was 7 and Claire was 6, and I had the weight of the world on my shoulders to make it as normal as possible for them and have that front like your mom's a superstar. You're not even gonna really know that she's sick, you know? There's no cookie cutter way for anyone to handle news like that. And I say this out loud to you all. I don't say this much, but I think it's really, really an important part. For the next year, almost every morning I woke up hungover. I chose to drown out the feelings with wine. The chemo and the medicine, it gives you insomnia, the steroids. And so I would sit up and I would watch TV and I would drink until I could fall asleep. I was a huge runner at the time, and so every morning I would wake up and try and run that hangover off. I was a mess. I was like a hamster wheel, but my girls didn't know any different. You know, I wanted to keep the impression that I had this, like, your mom's a rock star, but I was dying inside. After 20 weeks of chemo, a double mastectomy, which I did not heal very well from, and 6 weeks of radiation, I found myself 35 pounds overweight, full of anxiety and depression, and searching for a quick fix to help me. And I say quick fix because that's what I had always done. That's all I knew. I was a yo-yo dieter. Diet pills, patches, juice cleanses. Can you grab me a tissue?
Yes.
I skipped meals. You know, I was that type of person that skipped breakfast because I thought that meant I could eat those extra calories, you know, at lunch or dinner, or I was gonna drink those. And I did whatever I could to see the scale go down just to see it go back up. My best friend, I call her my sister, she came to me one day. Thank you so much. Her name's Crystal. She came to me one day and said, "Have you ever heard or tried Shakeology?" And I was like, "No, I'm not trying that." First of all, the name's weird and it sounds expensive. You know, we all have that person. I mean, I didn't even, you know, I was like, eh. She's like, come on, no. And it, just like everybody else and many others, shortly after that conversation, I saw a post from a friend from high school, and she was posting about Shakeology on Facebook. And she looked amazing, like amazing. And I thought, okay, maybe if I drink that drink, will I look like her? So I quickly reached out, and she was excited to hear from me. She sent me, you know, some little packets, and I loved it. I ordered my first bag, and I also at the same time bought a copy of Insanity off of like a neighborhood little garage sale kind of thing. And my sweet little neighbor, she came over every morning at 6:30 and we did Insanity. And then I would get ready for work and she would take care of my kids. I started to feel better, and I would like to say the rest is history, but no. As you can imagine, I started feeling better, but I didn't want to pay $129 for something, even though I knew it made me feel better. So I even reached out to Katie and said, is there any way I can get this cheaper? Come on, tell me, you know, what's this coaching thing? And I'll be honest, she blew me off. She blew me off because she was selling the product, but not living the Beachbody life. She wasn't a real coach. Didn't even know anything about like what a challenge pack or anything was. She just wanted her $32.95. She wasn't interested in building a team, but I didn't know any better at the time. So she blew me off, so I ended up finding a cheaper crap shake that I drank. And I'll be honest, it was from Smoothie King, and it had a lot of fillers, but come to find out, it wasn't cheaper. So in October of 2014, I was attending a neighborhood like trunk or treat, and I met Carrie. There was a booth, they had a booth, and they were having fun. And I love community. And I was like, wow, I'm gonna go over and introduce myself. Like, I want to be with them. The conversation was short, because you know, the kids, they're all going from getting candy and all that stuff. But I got on her email list. And in December of 2014, remember I told you that from my first double mastectomy, I didn't heal well. It was not good. I tried too quickly, but when I had my second reconstruction and a hysterectomy at the same time, I was a everyday Shakeology drinker, and I healed 100 times better. I had the energy shortly, like after the surgery. I mean, that's just surgery, it goes, but I was able to work out and when I was cleared and all that stuff, but I 100% contributed because my body was getting what it needed to. I healed from the inside out by having that in my life every day. I don't have scars. My skin is amazing. The radiation, I didn't have any burning because I took care of myself that time. So I so wish I would have had this before. And I always tease myself, like, who knew that this shake with that crazy name changed my life forever, ever. Am I on time? Am I doing great? Okay. So Carrie and I became friends. She asked me to join a challenge group, and I knew I needed the discount, so I was like, heck yeah. So in March of 2015, I signed up to be a discount coach. I just went on and I paid the $40. I had no idea. She invited me to a Super Saturday. These events are so, so important. The two ladies that are here that are considering, that's where I started as well. I remember when I signed in, they asked me for my coach ID, and I was like, what? Like, what are they asking for? I had no idea. But sitting in the audience, they started to have people come up and do their success stories. And they were talking about their own journeys, and they were celebrating the successes, and a light bulb went off. And I remember thinking to myself, wow, I have a story. I want to inspire other women to become healthy, especially moms, to take care of themselves, not only for them, but for their families. So if you have that oh crap moment, your body's ready. And I know there's no guarantee, and I hope that no one has to go through what I went through, but being healthy is so important because your body can take that on. I basically became what they call like a hobby coach. I was still working full time. I was like 55 to 60 hours trying to be a mom, a wife. I went Emerald very quickly, like within like a week of me going to that Super Saturday. I signed my brother and I signed my husband. I was not consistent. I was here and there, no real value, and I never invited to the business. Never. In fact, I really didn't even tell people that I was a coach. I lived in fear of what other people thought. And I did that for almost 3 years. I held Emerald for almost 3 years. So what changed? When did it change? Couple of things. Summit 2018 happened. I boarded that flight home and said, what the heck are you doing? Girl, one toe in ain't gonna cut it. You have to go all in. I already had my partner, and we just needed to figure it out, but we figured it out together. When Sally was talking about that success partner, gotta find her. Professional development became a must for us every day. We would send each other videos. The Beachbody Champions page is amazing. Amazing. It's the bomb. We decided to stop being information seekers and being action takers. Massive action with our businesses. We developed a system that was easy, straightforward, and duplicatable, and it was yielding results. So we took all that information, all the different videos, and we compiled a system that works for us. It was simple. We set monthly goals, but taking it a step further, we have benchmarks of like when those goals are supposed to be made, and we hold each other accountable to that. Inviting gets me pumped up now. I'm so excited to do it. It's like my favorite thing. That girl 3 years ago that didn't even tell anybody she was a coach, I think I should just have it tattooed across my chest because I'm so proud to be a part of this company and able to help others. We as coaches have a gift to share with others. It's selfish not to share because somebody needs you to help them get fit in one way or another in their business, their health, community. It's just so exciting. I am very proud to say that when I went all in and Sally and I started doing our simple steps, I went diamond very quickly. Very quickly. Oh, I am the healthiest that I've ever been. I am in the best shape of my life. My girls get excited to tell all their friends that my mom's a coach, and my passion runs deep. And I will end with some advice. Find a running partner. Be bold, be proud, and make the decision not to hold back. Don't let fear hold you from your success. I am living proof. So, I want everybody to repeat after me. Let me get my little saying. Repeat after me. I am allowed to both be a work in progress and help others grow at the same time. Say it. I am allowed to be both a work in progress and help others grow at the same time. I refuse to wait until I believe I'm perfect or someone else has deemed me worthy of impacting others. It's okay, you don't have to say it. I just want this to be everybody's mission statement. I am unapologetically accepting a life of massive action and improvement.
Yes.
I am unapologetically.
Yep, I am unapologetically accepting a life of growth and improvement.
I love it.
You all are worth it. You are worth to have success. You just have to decide and go all in. Don't be me that was that toe in the girl for 3 years. Okay.
Thank you.